Split family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you my top 3 favorite playbooks to run on offense in this year's game. So yeah, I can do a part 2 to this video with some defensive playbooks, but I'm only going to do that if you guys hit 50 likes on this video. I need to know that you guys are interested in that, so drop a like down below and I will definitely be coming out with a video just like this for defensive playbooks. And as always, if you have any questions about anything that I talked about in today's video, leave it in the comment section. I'll reply to any of your guys' comments. It can be about these playbooks, it can be about specific plays that whether I've run them before, whether I like them, anything, I'll answer to your guys' comments. And as always, if you're new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. So yeah, without further ado, the first offensive playbook I'm going to be showing you guys is the Buccaneers playbook. Now this is my third favorite playbook. I'll go through some of the formations that they have, talk about them, maybe show you guys a couple of plays even within each of those formations. So yeah, firstly, out of some of the single back stuff, they're pretty heavy with their single back stuff. So that means like a lot of tight ends on the field. They don't have that many single back formations with a lot of receivers, but they have wing tight. They have single back ace, which is a bit popular. Single back wing slot, which I've seen people running a bunch of stuff out of. There should be a nice stretch play in here as an RPO. Maybe it's not in this playbook. Single back bunch ace, which is actually relatively popular. There's some solid stuff out of that. PA fork shot is pretty solid. And of course you have like your Z spot. They have quick pitch, which some people can run the pitch really well in this year's game. As we just continue here, single back doubles. Single back doubles I don't love, but I've seen some people running stuff out of it. They have some nice zone beating routes in single back doubles. So yeah, continuing to pistol, they have pistol bunch tight end, which is probably the most popular pistol formation. It has been for a few years now. And they have some solid stuff out of it, cross drag, which I see some people running online. As well, they have counter. They don't have quick or that pitch play. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called pitch, quick pitch, where you can flip it to the left or to the right and run it successfully. So they don't have that in this pistol bunch tight end, which is unfortunate. And then as we come into the gun, they have gun split close, which is kind of making a bit of a revival in this year's game. So they have some good plays out of that. Wide receiver corner is a pretty good play out of that. They have HB close wheel, which a lot of people like to run. As well, they also have double ins, which I've also seen a bunch of people running in this year's game. Now continuing through the gun stuff, gun doubles, not a huge fan in my personal opinion. They have gun tray, which I really like, but they don't have too many good plays out of this gun tray formation, so it's kind of unfortunate. China smash is a solid play, really great at beating like cover 3 with that corner route. So it's pretty solid. They have some solid gun stuff. Now they also have this gun bunch HB strong formation, and this is actually a really rare formation. It's pretty good, and there's not many other playbooks will have this. And as you can see, there's a bunch of really cool concepts and different routes within this formation. So this is probably the like most reason why you would want to use this playbook is for this formation. As you can see, if you just look through these plays, they're really unique, which is really good. Yeah, so it's just really cool formation, which you could definitely lab some cool stuff out of. Personally, I haven't run anything out of it, but I've just looked through it and the plays look really good, so that's definitely something I would look into. Single back flip trips, nothing special. As we continue here, gun tight is actually really also really popular in this year's game. As you can see, it has really similar plays as in previous years, a bunch of good corner routes. So this is just a really good formation for beating zone coverage because there's a bunch of corner routes, and that's what's probably the most popular in this year's game. So this gun tight formation is also really good. It has a bunch of good plays. The gun tight and the bunch strong formation are probably the 2 best formations in this playbook, in my opinion. And then as we continue here, nothing too special. HB trips weak, which has some pretty basic plays that have been in the game for quite a while. And then they have a couple empty sets, of course, as well. Just basic goal line. So yeah, this is actually a pretty good formation, or not formation, sorry. This is actually a pretty good playbook that I would definitely recommend. You could definitely come up with some really unique plays out of this playbook that people haven't seen, which is really good online because it would take people a long time to adjust once you find a good play or a few good plays and make a little scheme out of it. So yeah, this is a really good playbook. I would definitely recommend you guys look into it and maybe find some money plays out of there. Alright, now the second playbook I want to show you guys today, and this is my second favorite playbook, I'm counting them down in order, is going to be the New Orleans Saints book. As we start looking through the single back stuff, it's really similar to the Bucks. They have pretty much all the same formations as we come through it here. Wing stack, which I'll see if they have that stretch play. Yeah, they have a stretch play out of that. As you can see, guys, I'm averaging like 12 yards with this stretch play, so that's a really good stretch play out of wing stack. Bunch base with some pretty cool, unique stuff. They have the pitch out of it, which I was talking about in the other playbook. As well, they have some cool route concepts in there. So this bunch base is pretty good in this playbook. Then as we continue here, nothing too special in the single back. They have I-form close, which is good. This is a good formation to run the football. That stretch play works pretty well, and you also have some good play action stuff, and that drag wheel play also looks pretty good. Continuing through the single back, it's nothing special. Slot, flex, and tight, which is pretty basic. Stuff that you'll see in a lot of single back, or I-form, formations. Now in the week, I don't really run anything out of this. I can show you guys some of the plays, you can look through it. I don't really have many comments about this. They have wing out of week. And yeah, it's really nothing too special. I don't really run anything out of this. They also have pistol bunch tight end, which is a classic in the Saints playbook. Then they should have that strong power play. Yeah, they do. That's what I was talking about in the other book. And they also have some pretty solid passing plays, cross drag, which is pretty good. And Saints flood is also pretty good. Now as we come through the gun, their gun isn't amazing in my opinion. I think it's pretty good. They have gun tight end offset, which has really similar plays to in the Bucks playbook. I'll just scroll through them here. In my opinion, I think the Bucks tight formation in gun is better, but I mean that's just my personal opinion. Then they also have gun bunch, and they have some pretty good stuff out of gun bunch. One thing to note is that their gun stuff isn't that amazing in my opinion. It's good, but they don't have that much variety in gun tray Y flex. This is actually one of my favorite formations in the game, probably my favorite formation, to be honest with you guys. So that's really good that they have that. And then they have a bunch of empty stuff, which I never really run I don't really run empty ever, but you could run empty now that there's all these man blitzes. It's actually viable to run empty, so not something I recommend, but definitely viable. Then they also have goal line, of course, and just your basic stuff. So yeah, that's the Saints playbook. It's pretty good, and next I'll get into my favorite playbook in this game. So my favorite playbook, as you guys can see on the screen right here, is the New England Patriots playbook. The Patriots playbook's really popular this year, and it has been for the past few years, and I'll just go through it, show you guys some of my favorite plays and formations. So single back, pretty basic. It's what you see in a lot of the other teams' playbooks that I've showed you guys so far in this video. So it's really nothing special. You guys can read the formations and I go through them. Single back wing slot, solid. Bunch ace, solid. That PA fork play is actually pretty good. And they also have single back doubles. I mean, it's nothing special. I don't really run out of single back ever. I'm really just in gun almost every play. They have I-form pro. They have I-form tight, which is pretty good. They have strong as well. I don't really run out of I-form or strong very much, or weak to be honest, but weak close actually used to be really popular in a couple years ago's game. But coming into the gun, this is where they have the best stuff. They have gun split close, which is solid. I don't really run out of gun split close, but a lot of people have been recently, and it works pretty well. So it might be something I have to look into, but I haven't gotten that far into it yet. So gun split close, definitely something you can make a scheme out of. Gun ace slot offset is pretty good. They have some good plays. That post play is good, level sail's good, and obviously the China double in play is probably one of the best plays in the game in my opinion. Gun wing flex, I don't run out of it. I actually did in last year's game, but I don't run out of it anymore. That hitch corners play could be good with those corners, as obviously corner routes most lethal route in this year's game. Gun doubles, I don't run anything out of it. As we get to the good stuff here, gun trips tight end is probably the best formation in this year's game, and they have so many good plays out of it. Double in sail, PA shot wheel is solid. PA slot corner is a pretty unique play. Pats Y in and drive posts are also pretty unique plays to this playbook. They have an RPO out of this, and just a bunch of really good stuff. PA counter go looks like it could be okay. Pats posts, like they have so many good plays in this gun trips tight end that I really recommend it. Their gun bunch is good. I like Pat sail. Obviously Verts out of gun bunch is one of the better plays to beat man in this year's game. Pat's curl flat, that really deep corner route is good. I like it a lot. And just continuing through here, I don't really run out a bunch as much as I should. I probably should more. Gun tight slot is not like the other gun tight formations that I was showing you in the other playbooks. This one doesn't really have much, so you can't do much out of it. Gun trips tight end flex, another one of my favorite formations in the game. Level sail and double in sail. And their inside zone play just works really, really well out of this. Gun trips, Y flex, haven't run much out of it, but it does look like it has some pretty good plays, so definitely something to look into. And then just a little bit of gun empty. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Ranking the playbooks, I would go 3 Buccaneers, 2 Saints, and 1 for the Patriots. But all 3 of them are pretty good, and I would definitely recommend you guys look through the formations, figure out what plays you want to run, and then choose your playbook. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to drop a like, and until next time, I'm out.